Hey, welcome to the overhead press video, how to get better at overhead press. So a lot of our members have asked us to do a video on how to get better at it and what we're looking for when we're coaching it. And I'm going to use a broom handle for today, just for ease, so I can move around a little bit with the camera. We're going to sort of analyze kind of the barbell overhead press. Dumbbells are a little bit easier because what we can do with dumbbells, if you're somebody who struggles with maybe a little bit of weakness or mobility, you can just change the angle. So if you've got somebody who's got very, very poor mobility, as they come up overhead, this is where they can get to without compensation, okay? Then putting them on a bench, dropping it back, they're still going to get that overhead, that vertical press, without impacting their mobility, and they're kind of not straining through their T-spine to get that weight up. So quite simple. When it comes to your barbell overhead press, a few more things to think about, such as where you put your feet, where the bar's got to go, where you put your hands, and we're going to run through that now. So basically, barbell overhead press, so we're just going to imagine that's a bar, okay, just pushing up through. So from the side, hopefully I won't whack anything, just something like this onto the chest. That is an overhead press. Obviously it's a broom handle, not a bar. And these are the key components for this movement, sorry. So key components are hand position, so just outside the shoulders is a good place to be, not too narrow. You don't want too narrow, you want a nice stable position. Don't want it too wide either. We also want a nice steady stance. So feet, either just outside hip width is a good place to be. That'll give you a nice solid base, okay? This is a no-no. Don't really like a split stance. We want a nice solid stance, okay? So the other things to consider, as you're pressing, the bar is going to almost go around your head. So you sort of get your head back, push, and then through. So the bar should end up directly in line with your ears. Come back down, up through. What we're looking for is, as we're pressing, is not the extension through the spine. Okay? So the way to mitigate that, squeeze your bum, pull your ribs and hips down, and then go. Yeah, and then just keeping it nice and tight. The other things we're looking for is making sure that you're not coming off your heels. You want a nice, solid, stable base. So if you need to use a little bit of leg drive or heel drive, fine, but you've got to keep those heels down. Okay, they can't come up off the floor. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking to not rotate the elbows in. Well, that's actually externally rotation of the humerus too much, just to get the bar up. And we're looking for any kind of imbalances, etc. But the main kind of coaching points is making sure you don't lean or extend through the spine, keeping the heels down. So squeeze your bum, ribs and hips. And if you need to do a push press, that's absolutely fine. That is it, really. The only other thing I would like to cover is just you want a nice slow negative. So as you drive up fast, 1, 2 down, and you should be good to go. That is an overhead press.